You wake up tired. Not the I ran a marathon kind of tired. Not the I barely slept kind of tired. Just tired. You drag yourself out of bed. You didn't do anything extreme yesterday. You didn't climb a mountain. You didn't run 10 kilometers. You mostly sat. You scrolled. You replied to a few messages. Maybe watched some videos. So why do you feel exhausted? Here's the strange part. Your body isn't tired. Your brain is overloaded. And most people don't even realize it's happening. Every single day, your brain is making hundreds, sometimes thousands of tiny decisions. What should I wear? Should I check my phone now? Should I reply immediately? What should I eat? Should I open this notification? Which video should I watch? Should I skip this ad? Each of these feels small, but your brain treats every decision like work. Even choosing between 2 Instagram posts costs mental energy. Even deciding whether to ignore a message costs mental energy. You think you're resting when you scroll, but you're not resting. You're choosing, and choosing burns energy. This is called decision fatigue. The more decisions you make, the harder it becomes to make good ones later. Now, here's something even more interesting. People 100 years ago made far fewer decisions in a day. They didn't have 12 apps competing for attention. They didn't have endless streaming options. They didn't have infinite scrolling feeds. Today, your brain is processing more stimulation before breakfast than someone in the 1800s processed in an entire day. And it never stops. Notifications, news, messages, reels, emails, short videos, ads. Each one demands attention. Each one forces a micro decision. And here's where it gets deeper. Every time you scroll and see something new, your brain releases a tiny bit of dopamine. Dopamine isn't happiness, it's anticipation. It's the chemical that says something interesting might happen. That's why scrolling feels addictive. You don't know what's coming next. Maybe something funny, maybe something shocking, maybe something exciting. Your brain loves uncertainty mixed with reward, so it keeps pulling. Scroll, reward. Scroll, reward. But there's a hidden cost. The more tiny rewards your brain gets, the harder it becomes to feel motivated by normal life. Normal tasks like studying, working, cleaning, exercising don't give quick, unpredictable rewards. They're slow. They're steady. They require focus. But your brain has been trained to expect constant stimulation. So when you sit down to do something important, it feels heavy, hard, boring. You assume you're lazy, but you're not lazy. You're overstimulated. There's a big difference. And here's the trap. The same thing you use to relax is draining your ability to feel energized. When you're tired, you scroll. But scrolling doesn't restore energy. It drains it in a different way. It floods your brain with stimulation. Then when you stop, your brain crashes. Low dopamine, low motivation, low focus. So what do? You scroll again. Stimulation, crash, repeat. It becomes a loop. And the loop doesn't look dramatic. It looks normal. That's why it's dangerous. You're not running yourself into the ground physically. You're wearing down your mental clarity slowly. And over time, something else happens. You don't just feel tired, you feel numb. You lose excitement for simple things. Conversations feel draining. Tasks feel overwhelming. Even free time doesn't feel refreshing. You start thinking, why am I always tired? I didn't even do anything today. But you did. You made hundreds of micro decisions. You absorbed thousands of bits of information. You stimulated your brain non-stop. Your mind never truly rested. Real rest is not stimulation. Real rest is absence of input, silence, stillness, No notifications, no scrolling, no choosing. And that feels uncomfortable at first because your brain is used to noise. So how do you break the trap? Not with extreme life changes, not by deleting everything overnight, just small shifts. First, reduce micro decisions. Prepare simple things in advance. Choose your clothes the night before. Plan basic meals. Limit unnecessary options. The fewer trivial choices you make, the more energy you preserve. Second, schedule boredom. 10 minutes. No phone, no music, no input. Just sit, walk, look outside. At first, it will feel strange. Your brain will crave stimulation. That's normal. It's detoxing from constant dopamine spikes. Third, delay instant rewards, especially in the morning. Don't let your first action of the day be scrolling. Give your brain a chance to wake up without immediate stimulation. Protect your early mental energy. And something interesting starts to happen. When you reduce noise, clarity returns. When you reduce stimulation, focus improves. When you reduce micro-decisions, energy stabilizes. You don't need to become a productivity machine. You just need to stop draining your mental battery without realizing it. You're not weak. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're living in an environment designed to exhaust your attention. And once you understand that, you stop blaming yourself. Sometimes exhaustion isn't from doing too much, it's from never letting your mind rest. And the moment you reduce the noise, energy comes back. Not instantly, but steadily. And this time, it's real.